if a girl goes to school, comes out, the next thing is married.
It's just natural response. If I'm calling a company I'm having an issue with and I call them, hello, and I'm hearing the man's voice, that my voice will calm down.
Or if you or something.
Hello guys, welcome to the PlayBook podcast on our fourth episode. I'm right here with player and today we have two guests, right? And I'm going to let them introduce themselves. We have
Hello, I'm Gifts.
and
Hi, I'm Gloria.
alright, and for today's episode, we'll be talking about a very, very delicate topic. I think a very controversial topic too, right? And the topic is this a man's world? Is it a man that runs the world? And I feel like everyone here has a different perspective and opinion, right? And so we'll start with Gift.
Is this a man's world? Should that even be a question? Is this a man's world? I feel like each topic should have been this is a man's world. So then you state your facts.
Yeah.
Because, yes! It is obviously a man's world. The patriarchal system has been there from the beginning. From the beginning. Even, okay, if you're using the Bible or you're using Stone Age, men has always been the one ruling. They have the dominion and everything like that. So, yes, it is a man's world. Women are just subordinates, thank you. Women are just subordinates, okay?
I like.
It is a man's world. So yeah.
Okay, I feel like that was too much for just one question. God knows it was a very simple question. I don't know.
Like
bro.
you said, a controversial topic. Controversial topics tend to spark.
You want to spark with me?
Don't worry.
Okay. You get them glory, can we? Let's hear you, right?
Okay, so I believe this is a woman's world. I know, yes, you want reasons, right, and facts and all of that. So now let's just date back to the historical, whatever events. Era, yeah. So now, if you look at Cleopatra, she was the ancient, she was a female leader, but an ancient Egypt leader. Waiting do man. Why was she leading? But she led with her own rights. She led a country, Egypt. Yeah, she led with her rights and everything. If you look at Queen Elizabeth, why did they pick Elizabeth over a man?
Over which man?
Over a man, a random man.
Which man?
Do you
Over
understand?
a queen.
Do you understand how royalty works?
Okay, fine, it's royalty. Let's keep Queen Elizabeth. Let's go to Rosetian. She was a leader in China. She was the only leader that ruled according to the rights, and she was known for her diplomatic rules and strategies.
So was she chosen, or was it?
Of course, she was
hereditary
chosen.
rule?
She was chosen as a leader.
Okay.
What happened to men?
So before her, was he a woman?
I can't
After her,
really.
was he a woman?
That's why I said
Even before her, was he a
dating
woman?
back. Wait now. That's why I
If you wanna
said
date
dating
back,
back
let's date
to
that
history. But she made history. Why?
If you're saying,
Why did
Do you
she?
know why she made history? Do you know-
Why? Okay.
The thing is this, right? Sometimes when histories are made are when things that might seem like first-time events, right? Let's say in the history of Nigeria, we've all had male presidents. If a female president should emerge, right, to go down history. Why?
Yes.
Because we are used. It's not something different has happened, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that she was great or she did something amazing or she did
But
something
she
extraordinary.
ruled China, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, she ruled China. How big is China? China is
Men rule China.
Yes, I know, but
And
okay.
woman is doing it one time and she should be
Okay, sorry. Okay, wait. Mention one man that ruled China and is known for it.
Look,
For his
it's a
diplomatic.
normal thing.
we're not
Okay,
thank you exactly. We're not actually doing it based on a woman that did this and did great. We're doing based on the numbers. That is how you know who actually owns the domain. Do you get?
Okay.
Other men have ruled China, but the fact that she became popular was because probably she might have been the first woman to become the emperor whatever of China, yeah, or empress, yeah. That is why she became noble.
Not because she did something extra.
Not because of any other thing.
Wait.
But the fact that she even because she was one of the first people to rule China, and it became, that will show you how low that the way that it is, because as in it is actually a women's world, like you said.
Yeah.
She ruling China.
Yeah.
Cleopatra ruling wherever.
Egypt, yeah.
Will not really be a big deal like that. Since it's a woman's world, yes, it's our world, so this is what we do normally. But normally, men are the one ruling the world.
You just said this is what we do normally.
As I'm saying, if it was a woman's world, like you said, when Cleopatra came into power, when the Empress of China came into power, it won't be that historical based on other women have been there before her, and other women will come after her. So it's not really a big deal. But since it is a man's world, I will even use your own point against you. Because since it is a man's world and the Empress of China came, Cleopatra came, they came and to tell you that they are actually there. And now after them, how many other women have been there?
Okay, fine. Let's leave the historical events or era. Let's leave it away. Now let's come back to this world that we are right now.
Nigeria.
Yes, Nigeria to be precise. Now let's look at unemployment. As a key point. Now, when we talk about unemployment, how many males do you think have most advantage over females when it comes to unemployment?
Should I tell you something?
Now, wait, hold on, please. Let me answer that. Sorry.
Okay.
You would have to know that what you are saying is dependent on the role available.
Okay, what
now,
role?
let me give you instances. Do you wonder why 90% of companies, businesses that have a customer care structure always have it saturated by women? If me and you go for a customer care role, they will pick you over me. Why? Because women naturally are soft, caring, nurturing. So it is assumed that they know how to manage.
Okay, so what you're trying to say now is that we cannot be heard over any other thing aside the fact that we can just manage, meaning that we are just emotional and that is the only.
Now,
should I tell you why? This is your point again. It is actually a men's world.
Okay, please tell me.
Do you know that the standard now in Nigeria, a girl, they birth a girl, she goes to school. The next thing is marriage. Do you know? Like the next expectation.
In which
when are
exactly?
you bringing a man? Don't act like you're not in Nigeria.
No, of course, I'm in Nigeria. Yeah, in this generation, because I don't understand what you're saying.
The next thing, after you are done with school, go for a man.
Wait, sorry. You said after a girl is done with school, the next thing is. Okay, now, so you are saying that if a girl goes to school, comes out, the next thing is marriage.
No.
Wait, I'm not done. What sort of mentality is that?
I am not.
Wait, hold on. So, you mean that you, as a lady, they will bring you out from school and tell you to go marry, and you said you go to school, don't marry?
Don't get me wrong. Get me wrong. I am not speaking based on what I want for myself or what other ladies want from. I'm speaking based on facts. The expectations for women are actually limited. That is the truth.
Okay.
Wait, listen.
Okay.
Look, a man, he goes to school. Why even women, everybody's actually supposed to hustle. Okay? Why he's hustling? He's trying to know because in his head, future has started already. This is life. He has to make that money. He has to go into the top. But look, actually, the truth is, expectation for women, generally, is limited.
How?
It is limited in the sense that the society itself has already seen what are women actually doing. Your president himself, former president, past president, said it that the duty of a woman is what? In the kitchen. Okay.
Now, hold on. Sorry, please.
I know what I'm saying when I say the expectation of a woman is limited.
I hear you, right? But then I want to quickly talk on something you said. If you're using the analogy of women are generally and societally expected to get married after school, it's not just women.
Man, that's trash.
I want you to understand that even as a man, you don't even finish school.
The pressure
wait, hold on. You get age when you reach as a man. Whether you're in school or not, your parents don't give a fuck. They begin to expect things from you. Then we go, you send the rice. In Easter rice, you send the men, they begin to expect things from you. Now, when you get to around the kind 25 downwards, they're expecting you. Not if they don't want to care where you are in life. They're expecting you to be stable, preparing for marriage, and producing children. So it's not just a woman thing. It's not a societal thing. Alright? It's not something that is only women. No. It's a general thing.
Okay. Sorry. I want to ask you a question. You hear in a situation whereby a man and a woman are working, they are married. Yeah? Two of them are well to do. But when they get married, when they are trying to know how they are going to take care of the kids and everything, you will only hear option of the woman should quit her job. Before you will hear option of the man should quit his job, don't tell me that. I am telling you based on facts.
There is no fact.
You will hear it. Wait, no, I'm trying to say when they are trying to consider how the availability for a parent should be for the child.
You need time.
You will hear.
I know or I've heard where such experiences happen, where the woman has to leave her work, is when sometimes it involves some sort of relocation. That's the only time I know things like this happen.
Okay, even at that, if a woman gets a job and she has to be in Abuja, the man is having a job in Lagos, it's still the woman that will still leave Abuja and go to Lagos. So I don't know why you are still trying to give me more reasons why you feel like it's. Will I say matriarchal word?
So because it's
matriarchal, how does it even sound?
Let me ask you.
I am not saying it is supposed to be, but I am telling you what it is. You can't tell me, you're saying it based on the fact that you want it to be a women's domain world. But it is not a women's domain world. It is a man's domain. The men are the ones on top.
Okay, let me tell you.
I am not saying that I actually want it to be like that. Look, even in the Bible, God created Adam before Eve. He did that for a reason. Man here, woman like this. Like this. No, look, I'm saying, look, honestly speaking, a woman is actually supposed to be what was what he used?
Subordinating
to the man.
Yes.
Okay.
That's how it is.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can't tell me that we're not in a patriarchal.
So why you sound like you have a problem with it?
I have a problem with it.
Why?
Is it supposed to be so?
Yes.
Okay. Let's look for instance now. When listen.
Okay.
When a man and a woman are going for an interview, when a man and a woman are going for an interview, yeah, and then the woman enters this place. Let's say the two of them are qualified, equal to the task.
Yeah.
You feel like they will give the woman the job, and you think that's what's making it a matriarchal system because they actually gave the woman the job. Now, do you know that there are some things that will actually make the interviewer give the woman the job? You're looking at her, you're looking at her body. You think it's a positive thing?
Now,
So do you think it's a positive thing?
I think I said something about this interview and job, whatever. Again, it is very dependent on the role of the job.
That's why I said
it's extremely dependent. Relax on the role of the job.
Yeah.
Now, you will find more women as secretaries than men. Why? Because women are known to be good at management and organization. That is why a woman makes a house a home.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
If it was something like a HR, or let's say,
audit.
Let's not use audit. Let's say MD, sorry, managing director. Yeah, you likely find a man there. Why? Because men are more capable in a lot of aspects.
And what makes you
example?
What makes you think a woman is not capable?
Because men are built that way.
Have you given the woman the benefit of
that?
Have you? Men
are built to withstand, endure, and control stress. In very tight, you women are very emotional.
It's very tight. No,
women are extremely emotional, right? And most cases, when you guys get emotional, you don't make logical decisions.
I remember saying something. Look, see, when responsibility comes in. When responsibility comes in, you tend to be logical.
Nah.
You tend to. Yes. When responsibility comes in, you tend to be. Look, when I have a child, if I have a child now, and I know that when I have
you can't see.
When I have, look,
okay, you have.
Most women that have children, you know, if you beat your child will cry, but you still go ahead and beat that child.
The man will beat the child too. That's what was in making.
A man is also emotional too.
Okay. I have to say something.
What does emotion have to do with home training?
Wait, sorry, please.
Responsibility.
See, I want you to understand that when it comes to you women, right? As long as your emotions have been trampled upon, logic goes out.
And when it comes to you men, as long as your pride has been trampled upon, you tend to leave logical aspects. Hope you know. See, it's not the women that have things that make them act logical. Okay, you're saying from a woman's perspective, it's our emotions. Have you actually talked about a man's pride?
Okay.
Yes, a man's pride will make him act illogical. Hope you know. Hope you're aware.
A man knows how to.
A man knows how to. The thing is, you don't give women benefit of doubt.
Women have been given enough of benefits and enough of doubts. A man cannot mistake B for C. Hold on. A man, unlike a lady, will not because of his feeling sad or he's in his emotions, he will not go to work. A lady can do that. A man will not do that. That is what that's the thing I'm trying to tell you.
Do you know
a man knows very well how to separate business and pleasure. A man feel they go through a lot, but they show every day, they show up.
So your point is?
My point is, because I think I was referring to the whole job aspect, why I told that it's not everything, not all the kind of job positions that they give to ladies for some certain reasons because of how ladies are naturally. Okay. There are roles you guys will triumph in the same way there are roles men triumph in. You can't mix the both. It's not a matter of give a chance. A man will not do as well as a woman will do in a role of a customer care provider. A man will not do as good as a woman would. If I'm calling a company I'm having an issue with and I call them, hello, and I'm hearing the man's voice, my person will calm down. If I call and I'm like, hi, I'm hearing I will calm down because it's just natural response. Do you understand? So it's not a matter of not giving men a chance. Women have where they excel in.
No more. So because of this now, a woman cannot run this role. Yes. That's what you're trying to say.
Because of what?
Because of this, you just said.
Because of how you people ask, how you are.
How we are.
Now let me explain what I mean.
Okay.
If this were only men understand hierarchy. Men as men understand hierarchy, right? If you women don't, you do not understand hierarchy.
Please explain.
Let me explain. If we're 20 men out in the bush, stuck, left. Now, the first thing men begin to do is to decode and understand where this one is good at. If Mr. A is good at putting a fire, we're going to start fire. If Mr. B is good at hunting, we're going to hunt. If Mr. D is good at crafting something, everyone knows what they are good at. They're not trying to pacify anybody. If you know you are good at leading, they will give it to you regardless. Men are not emotional when it comes to things like this. We are very, very logical. Right? We know that nothing will do this in past. Give her to sense. Women, on the other hand, of course she can try. She can try, go girl. You know you people are not logical.
Okay.
You don't do shit, let her try.
Let me come in here now. For me, I would say it's a man's word. Paint it front, paint it back. It's a man's word. 1, men create.
So women
the ability for you to create give you opportunity to lead.
Exactly. I agree.
And nobody's stopping a woman from creating.
Nobody.
But the question is, how do you create yours? So you want to be in a power where you don't foresee, where you don't create. You can't come to a company now whereby I thought about it from the whole foundation when it was blank. Nobody saw the picture. I did. I formed it. And for me to form it, I needed a team, which is men with same thoughts and view and perspective. Then all of a sudden, you want me to go and bring a lady over them. It's not possible, one. I'm not saying a lady can't do it. But the thing is, if you don't have the ability to think far, where you have your responsibilities are when it comes to home matters, just like you said in the beginning, if you give birth, you see where your own perspective is. This is where your notion is. This is where men don't even have chills for. If you give me a child to carry, I can do my best to carry the child for at least 5, 10, 15 minutes. I don't have the patience to keep up with some of the things he does as a child or she does as a child. But you could, because this is your nature to be patient, understanding, caring, and nurturing.
Exactly.
So for you to be in this section, you need to be in a place where it is soft to maintain my business. That is customer care. Where you could attend to customers and probably outreach, because you are in a better position to drag men to my company. What I mean is I need men to come because they are the people that will invest. They are people that will build more empire with me. So you are there having your own power, but the thing with women is they leave the role given to them, seeking for another role they didn't create themselves. If you come out as a woman and be like, okay, I want to create my business myself, and you do it, fantastic, you're going to employ men. And no doubt, it's your business, it's your world. But how many women have the notion of, I want to create, instead of, after school, I want to get married? Some of them even run from the responsibilities of their results in school. They're having issues in school. They feel like marriage is the best way to run away from them. Is this how you want to create your own business? But as a man, I might have issues with my school. I'll be like, this is not the end of my world. I need to go and procreate something.
Exactly. We don't operate the same.
But the thing with you is, if you are not done with school, you feel frustrated because you feel like you don't have any other means to make it in life. But man, if I'm not done with school at J, I'm looking for something else. If I don't know it now, I will reason say, if I knock on Canada, they sell and give this people for streets, if you make me be popular, make I show my talent. How many girls will do that? But people will hide under the vest of, if I start putting myself out there, they start sexualizing me, they start taking advantage of me, which is totally wrong. Because if you put yourself out there to be sexualized, you'll be sexualized. If you put yourself out there with integrity, most men will come to you with integrity. They will try to know where they can catch your weak points, but your integrity leads. If you are good at this, you are good at this. A man will always know his boundary. I wouldn't take you off my company because I wanted to have something with you, and I know if you go to another company, it's going to be a competition.
Exactly.
I'll give you my boundaries clear.
Very simple.
I even make other people or other employees or other male not to be of any close to you, just to sustain you. So the power you are being given to, what do you do with it?
Okay, I feel like that's based on your own mentality.
No, say my mentality.
Wait, I want to say something. Okay, so she said something about when God created man. Why is it that he made Adam first? Okay, why is it now that he later realized that Adam could not run this whole world himself, that he had to make a woman to support him in his mission? Yes, to support him. Now wait, let me land. Okay, fine. Yes, he made woman to support him because Adam was not able to do it himself.
Listen.
Wait, I'm still coming. Now Adam was not able to do it himself. That's why he created woman to support him. I'm quite sure that if he had created a woman from the onset, probably it would have not turned like that. Now listen, he gave Adam an instruction, and he said that he should not eat from the fruits of this tree. He told him rather that he should wait. He told.
Oh, if you or something,
No. He told him. They don't
They don't give her power now.
Wait now.
Just allow him.
I know, right? Okay. So
See that power now, they don't give her power. Wait, see the first person.
Okay, so he told Adam now. that you can eat of every fruit of the garden, but not this fruit, yeah? So at that point, Eve was not created. Yes or yes? Yes or yes? Yes. Eve was not created. Eve did not hear the instruction. Yes or yes?
Directly from God.
Yes or yes?
Yes.
Good. Now she came into existence. She heard it from her husband. There was no valid, there was no concise instruction that Adam told Eve that no, God said that. Adam just told her that
you have contradicted
No,
yourself.
there's a problem
Adam
in your statement.
just said, wait, I've not landed. So Adam just said that. Adam just said that Eve, that we should not eat of this fruit. He did not tell her. Then the serpent came and whatever happened, and then everybody is blaming Eve, right? So what do you think would have been the main or the would I say the indifferent thing that would have happened if it was Eve that literally heard from God, or if it was Eve that God literally gave the instruction?
Hold on.
Because women, yes.
Hold on.
I'm speaking on women's aspects. I don't know if you're like trying to understand me.
No, hold on. You asked a question, you don't know what the indifference. The truth is that if she heard it from God, she would still do it.
How do you know?
Let me explain why. Relax.
Okay.
You said something that she did not, that when Adam told her, she did not see it as a valid, that is the beginning of her problem.
Because it was coming from a man, Adam,
because
not from God.
It was coming
from Adam, not from God.
Hold on.
God is not a man.
Can you
now,
relax?
after that time, God was going.
Relax.
God is not a man.
Now relax. Let me make you understand the difference. Adam is not man. Adam is her man. Understand that fact.
Okay,
wait,
fine.
listen. Adam is her man.
Yeah.
She was made to do what, like you said, support Adam. She did.
Yes, because
and now the person you are, can you relax? Let me go. The person you are created to support.
Yes, now you were supposed to protect the organ.
I'm trying to make you understand.
That's why God.
Could you listen?
God saw it. Yes, God saw it and then created. But God did not see why He stopped it. God saw it, of course. Yes, that was the aftermath.
Relax. Okay. Now,
I don't know if you get my point.
I want you not to just listen, not interrupt me for a while.
Okay.
Just listen. Eve was created to support Adam.
Yeah.
Right? Now, you are created to support somebody, to help somebody. And the person you are created for told you, if I leave it alone.
Okay.
And told you this was an instruction from. Right? But what did you do? You ignored it. Ignoring him. Ignoring who tell me tell you, and went to go and take it, regardless of the fact your husband, your man, the only man that was made for you, the person you came down, the reason you are made in short.
Okay,
you
fine.
went now. That's not interrupt me.
Right.
You ignored him, and you went to take the fruit. That's why I told you, even if God had come down with his two legs and told that she would still do
Wait,
it.
chill. I just want to
Now this reason
I just want to say
this reason of you can't do what you were asked to do is the reason why women are not put in some situations and some positions.
Okay, can I ask you one question?
And that's why they're not allowed to run the world, because
wait now. You see, we're not even giving the opportunity yet. So chill. About that Adam, About that Adam.
You guys, what did you guys do?
The thing is that
what did you guys
let me tell you what you did, right? Let me tell you what you did.
Okay.
We are the reason why you have furniture to sit down on. We are the reason why you have light bulbs. We are the reason why you have vehicles. What the hell? Infrastructurally, men contributed to 98% of everything. Infrastructure, down from your school system to even your house appliance. What are you saying? What do you mean by what did you do?
Wait, I don't even understand.
Do you understand?
The fact that
you don't understand.
Yes, because there is no valid
It is a you thing. You're not understanding
it. Is not a you're speaking based on experience. You're speaking based on.
I'm not talking experience. Who created the phone you use? I want to hear an answer. Because you're saying you don't understand. Who created the phone you use? Who manufactured the phone you use? Who invented the phone you use?
Okay.
I want an answer, please.
Men.
He said something, because now you're saying women are not given that opportunity. Now, no man was told, come and try this thing. Men build and present it. Nobody is stopping women from building now. There are women.
Now, should I tell you why it happened like that?
Why?
That time when phones were invented, light bulbs and all of that, do you know what
Women were subjected.
Thank you very much.
Do you know?
Now, women were very much subjected to
be quiet and talk
exactly and just be a household wife.
You know,
that was the core responsibility
so
of
the
a
extent
woman.
that even the slaves that were sent
We are
to foreign
going
land,
back.
it was still in I've actually forgotten the country, but women were actually only just meant to please their white masters, and men were out there in the this thing.
In the what?
In the field.
Doing what?
In the
Yes,
field.
now doing their thing. Doing what? Doing what?
Do you think if women could do those work? Do you think that if women could actually do those manual labor men are doing, that they will
So you
defend
think we
them?
will not survive? Is that what you're
You
trying
will
to
not
say?
even solve. You
What?
That's the
reason why the villages were centralized was because they cannot do the manual labor men do. Why? Because
now
you cannot just be limited to do
You cannot just
No,
that's
not
the
the point.
mechanical system now, because people don't want to change your mindset.
Biologically, you cannot just.
That is a mindset. You cannot just think on a general
Let me ask
thing.
you a question.
This is crazy.
Who is stopping you from having your own business?
Nobody.
Nobody.
So why don't you have?
So now you have your own business. Would you employ somebody? Wait, let me finish. Would you employ somebody other than someone that will profit your business?
I mean,
Answer yes or no.
I'll employ someone that will profit my business.
Okay. Would that be a feminine character or a masculine character
I'll
when it
pick
comes to?
who is qualified.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Who is qualified?
Now-
That's the key word
now,
there.
I'm
Who is
holding
qualified? A
your
man or a woman?
I'm holding your word to you.
If a man is
Good.
qualified,
Wait,
Relax.
I will
Accountability now is where women don't get to it because your woman doesn't give you the audacity to come in my office looking all dressed up, looking all sexualizing just to get me to give you a job.
You know women do that.
That's
Because they feel like
point.
you know. Let me
That's
finish. This is not my point. This is the
Okay.
reality.
Because it's right. Women do that.
You can't be going for an interview. You want to look all
Provocative.
tough just to make
Right.
it. Why are you coming to an interview with a red lipstick? What are you trying to tell me? Do you know what red lipstick means? You putting it on just to sexualize yourself out there, and when you're being sexualized, you're now playing victim, like you don't know what you are up against. Now the audacity you have, thinking like, okay, you can trap a man by just looking all sexy, is the thing that you misunderstand as your power, and you want to use it around the world.
It is actually a power.
It's a
Because
power. Let me
men
finish. Let me
are
finish.
subjected
Let me
to
finish.
it.
Let me tell you something. If you use that and you want to use it and get a company, see why you can't make a company grow.
And this is why
And this is why
Now let me tell you something.
you can't play a
That's
victim of what you
power.
know.
That's
Do you get my
power
point?
that we use or per se, it is not a good thing, but they use it just to get the job. Not that they cannot run the company because of that power.
Wrong with company.
No.
Let me tell you,
Because
you can't use to make a day raw. Tell you something. You can't use to put wrong company with the wrong cryptocurrency. now when I go use them, say when trade day high, make I sell. I be when trade day low,
No.
make I keep.
So what you're trying to say that all what a girl can offer.
Check.
That is not what I. That's not what he said.
Check most
I'm trying
related
to
companies
get
now.
his
Check
point.
most related companies. They use ladies to attract. You go see some of them. Do your job. You don't need to do your job. You are wearing everything provocative.
My own-
Now, hold on. Let me
women are
hold on.
qualified.
Hold on. Let me clear his point. for
Yes,
you,
please.
Right? He is telling you that it is very wrong for a woman to come to an office, whether for interview or you are working, and dress provocative.
Of course
Because
it is.
hold on, because subconsciously you women know exactly what
What
comes
you're
after.
saying.
They are aware.
Yes.
100%.
And when it comes, you get idealized and it becomes a problem. But you know this will happen. And then when you ask, there's mention that control yourself. But you know it will happen.
But when you don't control yourself,
But why you go get something like that come outside? Why you go get something come
That's
outside?
this
I feel like now
this mentality is the
that's
problem.
exactly.
Now let me tell you, let me explain to you
Okay,
why.
man.
Sorry, no. There are companies, there are women in companies where they are held at very high standards because of how they carry themselves.
Yes.
You will
yes,
never
I
find
think,
them in
yes.
provocative manners
Yes.
ever. And nobody can come and talk to them anyhow.
Yeah.
Because of how they present themselves. So if you're presenting yourself in a way you can become general, you will talk. That's why they say You address how you want to be addressed. It's very simple.
But
right?
it's so good because of time factor, yeah. You've subjected yourself to be men ruling the world.
I want to say something.
That's what you want to say now.
We are in a patriarchal system. We're in a patriarchal system. But I feel like women should be given more opportunity.
Right.
We should be given more opportunity.
Okay.
And you see this thing you said about a girl being not provocative and why should the man why should the man actually subject to I think that is one of the things that will continue making men subject and sexualize girls.
So,
You know that if you wear skimpy skirts or you wear crop top, he's going to sexualize you. You know, but you are vexing that why is he sexualizing?
No, you know that's not the point.
No,
wait. No, that's not my point. Now wait, let me tell you something. When you remember the point I made before about unemployment stuff. Now when I said that women, why they wear stuff like this and then go and they have an interview and they get more advantage than women. I'm saying it because they don't tend to act like they are being victimized at that moment because that is what they want. They feel like at that point, since they cannot get the right. Wait, you are not done. They feel like they cannot get the job probably intellectually.
why?
Now they will have to use that power which they have to get, which is very wrong. Exactly,
I can't give you
which
a job
is very
like
wrong. But then they will do it, and men will still subject to it.
That is
I
why.
can't give you a job.
And you think a woman?
Why would you give an ant sugar and expect the ant not to?
Hold on.
Exactly what my point is.
Let's relax. Let's summarize this whole thing, right? You agree this is a men's world.
Nama, the rule and board.
You agree this is a men's world, but
But-
you want women to be given more opportunities.
Yes,
The
exactly.
truth is, women should put themselves out there more intellectually than sexually. Because if you go online,
Women
you
are
see,
doing it.
relax.
Yes.
If you go online, you see more women shaking ass than you see more men using their head. And that is the truth. And that generally,
Go TikTok.
that generally in a way concises how men think generally, right? So basically, I also agree that men run the world, and it's okay if women want to give more opportunities, but then let them put themselves out there intellectually. That is what I have.
Okay, so actually, I feel like irrespective of whether a man or a woman runs the world, I still feel like both parties have a very big role to play in reshaping the world, because there are lots of wrong mentality that are going on in this world, in aspect of gender-wise.
My summary is women are meant to support, men are meant to create and lead. So that's how we should be, and that's the power there.
Well, so guys, you can tell us in the comment section what you think. Do you think men run the world or women run the world? Or do you think it's a duo?
Nah, never.
Alright guys, I think that's a wrap for this episode. Thank you for watching and keep in touch.